Hey, welcome to Date Night Dinners. I'm your host D. Now I got a cute little thing coming through today. So today we gonna make a classic tomato basil bruschetta, a shrimp fettuccine alfredo, and also got an easy recipe for a beignet that will blow her mind. So before we get into this bruschetta recipe, we gonna talk about mise en place. Mise en place is a French term also known as stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Everything we need is right here in reach. We ain't gotta go nowhere else. So when we cooking, we ain't gotta go this way, we ain't gotta go that way. Everything is ready. So I picked up this nice little French baguette at the local bakery. We gonna get about 8 to 10 slices of this. It's gonna be a real appetizer. So we're gonna cut these about 1/2 inch thick. Get them nice and crispy, and we'll have enough base for all our tomatoes and basils. So right here I have a nice little turbo oven. Not everybody's gonna have one of these, but they come in nice and handy. So if you're gonna use your regular oven, preheat your oven to about 375. Right now all we're gonna do is butter each side up. Now you could use olive oil, but I believe butter make everything taste better, so we're gonna use butter today. Get them nice and toasty. So we're gonna place our little baguettes in here. It should be enough for 2 people. We got about 7 slices, 7, 8 slices. We'll do 7. We can always make more. We're gonna set our timer at about 10 minutes, and we're gonna preheat our oven to about 375. So here I got about 1.5 cups of heirloom cherry tomatoes. Right here we got about a tablespoonful of garlic, minced garlic. About 3 tablespoons of Parmigiano Reggiano. About 5-6 nice big leaves of Thai basil. And over here we have salt and pepper to taste. We got balsamic vinegar to taste. And also we have red chili pepper flakes. So while the baguette is toasting, we're gonna quarter these nice little cherry heirloom tomatoes. I like using these cherry heirloom tomatoes because they're a little bit sweeter than the others. It'll taste real good with the balsamic vinegar. Balance it out. 5-6 leaves of Thai basil. We're gonna stack them together like this. Roll them up. I know y'all know how to roll. And we're gonna chiffonade. Chiffonade means ribbon-like cutting, so. We're gonna throw them right in here, mix them up with our cherry tomatoes. Next, we're gonna throw in our garlic. We got a little bit of red pepper chili flake. Do it to taste, you know, put a little spice in their life. Make them want to sip a little bit something later. Yeah, no. We're gonna put about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. We're gonna mix this. Nice little mix. Now the longer you let this sit, the tastier it's gonna become. So it's up to you, 1-2 hours, but you know, if you can prep this ahead of time, it's all up to you. So we're gonna take about a tablespoon, place it on our baguettes. So here's our little finished product. We're gonna place them right here on our nice little plates. We're gonna put some aside and save some for later, you know, just in case you want to eat more. But we're gonna have some backup ready. We're gonna garnish them off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Next up, y'all, we doing a fettuccine shrimp alfredo. We're gonna use a couple cups of heavy whipping cream. We got some nice fat shrimp that we're gonna use. Some Chardonnay to taste. About a tablespoonful of garlic. We got fresh oregano, Thai basil, and about a cup full of Parmigiano Reggiano. And also we got fettuccine. So we got our water boiling. We're gonna season it up with a couple pinches of rock salt. And drop in our noodles. We're gonna break it in half. To help with the clumping, we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of oil. So now we're gonna take our fresh oregano, take them off the stem, get some nice little leaves out. Probably gonna need about a tablespoonful of oregano. You know, you don't want to overpower it. So. Chop it up real fine. Not too fine, because you want to know what it is. I hate it when I can't tell what the ingredient in the dish is. So. Nice coarse little chop, just like that. Next, we're going to take a couple nice big leaves of Thai basil. Roll them up real nice. We're going to chiffonade them again. Ribbon it. Nice little ribbons. Put these aside for a little bit. So we're gonna go back and check our noodles real quick. Make sure we cook them al dente. You'd be surprised, but you get a nice little noodle that's al dente, it'll change the whole aspect of your dish. So now we got our noodles real al dente, not too mushy, just right. A little bit of crispiness to them, so we're gonna put them right here in this little strainer and cool them down as soon as possible. We don't want them to keep cooking. That nice little crisp in the noodles is gonna make this texture so much different. So last thing we're gonna do on this cutting board is get our shrimp out. Last thing we wanna do is our protein, so all the other ingredients don't get all messed up from the smell and texture and stuff. So put some gloves on, because you know I got a little day coming out. I don't want to be smelling like shrimp. So we're gonna peel our shrimp and devein them. Easiest thing to do is take off the legs and everything else will come right off. So next we're gonna butterfly and devein these little things. We don't wanna go all the way through, just enough. Sometimes they have veins, sometimes they don't. It all depends. But some of these look cleaned up. I think these are, oh yeah, these have been cleaned already, so we're just gonna butterfly them. You wanna go just enough, but not too much. Alright, so we're gonna put this pan on about a medium heat. We're gonna be sauteing with butter, so one thing with butter is it'll burn. Same thing with olive oil. So you're gonna use about a tablespoon of butter. You really gotta watch this, because it will burn. You got the whole house. Same thing with olive oil. Toss in about a teaspoonful of minced garlic. Let that saute a little bit. Nice and brown a little bit. We're gonna add our shrimp. Saute our shrimp in there, get it nice and red. see the garlic getting a little too brown, we're gonna go ahead and deglaze with a white wine. I like to use Chardonnay. Now we don't want to overcook the shrimp, so as soon as they get nice and little pinkish or reddish, whatever you call it, we're gonna go ahead and take these right off, because they will keep cooking. So now all we got left is our little reduction. So next, we're gonna add our cream, about a cup worth. We're gonna let that come to a boil. We're gonna add our oregano and basil that we cut up earlier. So now we got our little cream to a nice little bubble. We're gonna add in about a cup and a half. No, we'll say a cup, half a cup of Parmesan. You can always add more depending on thickness. When it starts coming to a boil, we're gonna turn it off. Now we're gonna add more Parmesan cheese, you know, depending on your likeness or thickness. I like mine pretty thick, so we're gonna add a little bit more. And baby girl kind of thick, so we gotta make it right. A little bit of salt and pepper to taste. We're gonna add our shrimp back in there. And voila, our sauce is done. I'm gonna put these shrimps back out just to give it a nice little coating and cook a little bit longer in that sauce. But we're gonna use these to garnish on top of our noodles. So I'm gonna pull them right back out, just get them nice and covered in this nice little cream. Take our al dente noodles, drop them right in here. Go ahead and mix it up. Alright, we're gonna take our fettuccine alfredo and pop it right on this plate. We don't want to do too much. We just want to feed her. We don't want her going to sleep yet, so just enough. We're gonna top it off with this nice little butterfly shrimp that we put aside, so maybe 3 or 4, we'll see. We'll do 4. Then we're gonna garnish with a little bit more basil on top. So next we're gonna do our beignets. We're gonna use 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, 1 large egg, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And also a little pinch of cinnamon. First we're gonna mix all our dry ingredients together. So 1, 2, and 3. about 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar. So now we got all our dry ingredients mixed in. Next up, we're gonna add our liquids in it. So we need 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, 1 large egg, and we'll do a little dash of cinnamon. You're gonna want it at this nice little consistency, a little bit gooey. Make sure you mix it up real nice, no clumps. All right, that's ready. So we got our vegetable oil over here ready, about 325, 330-ish. We gonna take a little 2-ounce scoop we got right here. And we gonna scoop out our little dough, drop it right in. Let's do like about 3 or 4 at a time, so. We'll do 5. We'll do 6. We don't want the oil too hot because it'll burn the outside and the inside won't be cooked. So we're gonna do about 325, 330. Let them sit in there for a few minutes. Make sure the inside is nice and cooked. Now they don't need to be perfect, you know. That's one good thing about cooking is nothing has to be perfect. As long as it tastes good, presentation is nice, pay a little attention to detail, be good, be all in the dough. Put them on a paper towel, get all that excess oil off. So while they're hot, we're gonna wanna add our little powdered sugar. Get them nice and covered right here. You can never get too much, so don't be shy. So we're gonna scoop a little bit of ice cream out. You know, it doesn't have to be vanilla. Figure out what flavor she like, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to her. Ask her what she like, you know what I'm saying? Like vanilla, we're gonna go with vanilla, so. Place our beignets. Gonna add a little bit of fruit in there, you know, pay attention to detail. Girls love when a man pays attention to detail. We're gonna make that nice and red. We got a little bit of black in there, we got white, we got brown. We're gonna top it off with a nice little mint leaf. Look at that. I actually went back to the store to get some strawberries. Cause I was like, man, we gonna put some red in there and make it really bust. Got the blackberry somewhere in there. Look at that. Boy, we busted. Oh boy. So shout out to the folks at Pure Crew over in Napa Valley. They hooked me up with this nice little Chardonnay today. I actually went in there and was looking for something to go with this Alfredo. And I tried the Chardonnay and had a nice little buttery, creamy taste to it, so I figured why not, it'll go perfect with our fettuccine Alfredo. So shout out to Ms. Constantino for this nice little pure cause. And this is it. We got our bruschetta, our shrimp Alfredo, our beignets and ice cream. It's about that time. Gotta go get ready for my date, so right on y'all for tuning in to Date Night Dinners. I'm your boy D.